Yo guys, welcome to another video, and today's video we are gonna do my game week 1 prediction. So as you can see, I have Trossard in a Manchester City shirt. The thing is that at the end I am going as well to predict my team of the week, and I need to choose one player from every single club, and I'll just see who would, in my prediction, who would have a really good game week. And in the next video I would do my actual favorite team of the week. I mean, I'll see the games and I'll just do the team of the week that should be, as in who played the best game in the last matches, and obviously it has to be one player per team. I have 20 teams to choose from. I choose one player from every single team, and we can obviously make our team of the week officially, but this would be my team of the week prediction. But other than the team of the week, obviously we need to predict some games right now, so I'm going on my phone because I have my list written, so hopefully we'll see how we'll do. So first game, we have Brentford against Arsenal. Now Arsenal, this is a really tough match for them. So obviously, you know, it's always first game of the week of the Premier League. Everyone would be waiting for it, and the thing is, with Brentford coming against Arsenal, which Arsenal usually has a bogey team which is worse than them, and Brentford coming in the Premier League, this would be a really hard game. So my prediction, if Arsenal are away, it would be much more tight if Arsenal were home. So if Arsenal are away, for me it is going to be a 3-2 win for Arsenal, only just like a late winner for me, because Brentford, I think they might make some trouble against Arsenal in the first game of the Premier League, and it's going to be more harder for Arsenal because they are going to open the Premier League, the starting ever game of this season, even Brentford. So maybe each team might be a bit, I don't know, they might find it a bit hard, but I think Arsenal will just get the win. So next up we have Manchester United against Leeds. So this is a really lovely matchup. I think this is one of the hardest games of the game week, in the first game week, and I think Leeds can put some trouble on Manchester United. But with the signings Manchester they made, I think Varane wouldn't start, because I mean, he just signed, so I'm not that sure if he would start against Leeds. But if he'll start, it would have been maybe a bigger margin. That's how much I expected, and for me this game would be a really high scoring game, and I think Manchester United will win this 3-2 against Leeds. I mean, it's pretty tough when you are going against Marco Bielsa. It's gonna be a really high scoring game and really hard game, but in last season Manchester United shown that they can beat Leeds, but in this new season I'm not really sure. But I said 3-2 United, so yeah, I think that's pretty good for Manchester United to get their first win. Next up we have the boring game of the game week for me. It's going to be Burnley against Brighton. Now Burnley, I predicted them to go out. The thing is with Burnley, I don't really see, they are like more of a boring team, defense, passing, not really creating a lot of chances, to be fair. But in this game I think Brighton will just win this game, will just get that 1-0 scoreline. I think this game wouldn't be that high scoring, but as I think you guys know, for me Trossard would make the top 11, so I think, yeah, something like that, 1-0 Trossard to maybe get a late winner, or I don't know what's gonna happen in this game, to be fair guys. Not the best ever game in the first match day, so yeah. Now we have Chelsea against Crystal Palace. So Crystal Palace have made a pretty good team, but when you are going to play against a team which won the Champions League last season, making really good transfer signings, Lukaku would not start this game because he just signed. So I mean, still with the team up for grabs, I think they would beat Crystal Palace. But as I said in my Premier League predictions, you need to stay aware of Crystal Palace this season. I think I have a sneaky feeling they would be a bogey team for a lot of teams. But for this game, Chelsea, for me, still will get the win against Crystal Palace. And in that case, I am going for a 2-1 win for Chelsea. I think their team is just stronger than Crystal Palace. But again, it could be a funny game in the first ever game week. So, yeah, Chelsea might get a draw here, but I think they will get a win on Crystal Palace. And a lot of people are saying, oh, Chelsea will win this game, but they are saying that because they won the Champions League last season. I know that they've made a really good team for this season again, but I still don't think so they will do really good. Obviously I predicted them second, but you won't expect that maybe they'll beat Crystal Palace 3-0. That's for sure not gonna happen. I'll say 2-1 Crystal Palace, 2-1 Chelsea, sorry. Yeah, I mean, if they destroy Crystal Palace, fair play, but I think it would be a pretty close game. Yeah, 2-1 Chelsea. Next game we are going for 2-1 to Everton against Southampton. Now Southampton, if they didn't have Danny Ings now, and if they had before, I think they would get a draw. But without Danny Ings, goals would be a bit harder to get that finisher. But when you have like the team around Danny Ings, they usually give him the pass and he scores. And yeah, I mean, in that way they would score. I think they will still create chances, but I think Everton are just a bit better than Southampton this season. And yeah, I think Everton will get a 2-1 win. With the team you have Richarlison with the skills, you have Calvert-Lewin with the finishing, and when you have James Rodriguez, just a wonderful creator he is. So I think Everton will win that 2-1 over Southampton. Next game, this game is gonna be a high scoring game as well, and I'm going for 3-2 Leicester, so against Wolves. So Leicester are a pretty decent side. Not many transfers, as I've spoken a lot in the Premier League predictions for me, my table predictions. Yeah, and to be fair, Leicester will just get the win. And if they didn't win the Community Shield, maybe, I mean, they won it 1-0. So if they would got a draw, I think they will get a draw against Wolves. But with that game, I think they played pretty good against Man City. So at least I watched the game. That was my only game that I watched, to be fair. I didn't watch any pre-season games, to be honest. So yeah, I think Leicester will win against Wolves 3-2. So obviously I know that I said I didn't see any pre-season games, but I saw highlights. So yeah, highlights of big games, not like smaller games. But yeah, I've seen some highlights in pre-season, but I didn't see like full games, to be fair. So yeah. Next game we have Watford Aston Villa. This one would be a pretty hard game for Aston Villa, but with the team they bought, maybe some players maybe won't start that they signed, but it's still a really good team for Aston Villa. So in that case, they will win this game 2-1 over Watford. I predicted Watford to be bottom in the Premier League, last place. And yeah, to be fair, I don't really know a lot about this game. Watford might be a bit of a Burnley this season. And yeah, to be fair, I think Aston Villa would win this game comfortably. They will concede a goal, but I still think they will win the game easily, 2-1 to Aston Villa for this game. Next up, we have Norwich against Liverpool. Now, a lot of people are thinking that this game would be an easy win for Liverpool, but to be honest, Liverpool have struggled against Leeds last season, but Leeds obviously last season had a wonderful coach, and I don't think so Norwich has a really good coach like Marco Bielsa, to be honest. But I think with the team Norwich has, they might put a push in this game, and this game would be a high scoring game. And for me, Liverpool, since they are away, they will concede 2 goals, but they will score 3 goals. So in that case, it would be a 3-2 win to Liverpool away from home. Liverpool, not much transfer market signings this season. So yeah, if they maybe bought a bit more players, I would go for 4-2. But to be fair, this game I think will be a 3-2 win to Liverpool. So, you know, it's still a win. So we have Newcastle against West Ham now. Now, Newcastle are not a bad team, neither West Ham. West Ham surprised us last season, and I think this season they will too, but they won't finish as good as last season, to be fair, guys. And in this game I am going for a 2-1 win for West Ham United. And guys, I've said this in the Premier League predictions video as well, I really want West Ham to sign Lingard. If they get Lingard again on a permanent deal, they would be a really better team as they are right now. I mean, they already have Soucek and Declan Rice in midfield, but they are 2 defensive minded midfielders, so I wish a bit of an attacking midfielder, to be fair, and I think Lingard can make it. And you know, Lingard shown us what he can do with West Ham United, but now he's with Manchester United and he might leave, so I really wish that West Ham will pick Lingard up on a permanent deal. So next game we have Tottenham against Man City. Now, Man City are just a fabulous team, and with the bench they have, they can really push on this game. But for being the first game of the season, I think it would be a tough one. If this game was like in 2 months time from now, Man City might win this. It's just depending how would they start in the season. But as a first game, I think Man City will pick up a draw against Spurs. Now, I mean, Spurs kept Harry Kane, so in that case, I think they can play pretty good this season. So, yeah, I think they get a pretty solid 2-2 draw early on this season, first game of the season. So, yeah, I think that is a pretty decent game, to be fair. Now, on to my prediction of the team of the week. So basically I put it on Man City because for me in my Premier League predictions they will win the league. So in that case I put the team of the week, my team of the week prediction on Manchester City. So I don't have I'm not like a picky team. I'm not supporting Man City. I just put them on Man City because they are first place. I mean, on FIFA you can't really put it on Ultimate Team or something. I could do concept squads, but that would take long to load into FIFA and stuff. So we can just go on team sheets here, and this is my team of the week. So Pickford is going in net. Now Pickford is a really solid keeper you've seen in the Euros, and when Everton are playing Southampton, I think Pickford will have a really good game. Next up, we're going for right back. We are going for Reece James. Reece James is a really good player, and really he's coming against maybe Wilfried Zaha, but I think Reece James is pretty solid in that right back position, so I think I'll stick him there. Now, for left back, I'm going for Target. I think Aston Villa against Watford, it would be an easy game for Target, so in that case I'll put him in my team of the week. At the back I am going for another Aston Villa player, and we are going for Mings. Mings is a really solid centre back. I mean, he would play really good this season for sure, and yeah, I think he'll do pretty well there. And then I have Maguire of Manchester United as the club captain. I think Maguire is going to play really good. He would have a tough game, but I think overall he would play good in the game. So then we have Souček of West Ham United. They are playing against Newcastle. Newcastle haven't got the best ever midfield in the world, so I think Souček will play pretty good there. Next up we are going for Saka for Arsenal in midfield. I think he would have a pretty solid game against Brentford. You need that player who will play anywhere in the pitch, because Brentford are a dominating team for me, just coming in the Premier League this season. So I think Saka would play really good. Next up we have Tielemans for Leicester. I mean, Tielemans is just a fabulous player. Yeah, I think against Wolves it would be a tough game for him in midfield, but he'll play really good. Next up we are going for Trossard down the wing. I think with the Burnley fullbacks, I think Trossard would have a pretty easy game down the wings, so I think he'll get team of the week for me for the first game. Next up, this is a bit of a funny one. I'm going for Werner. I think Werner can be a controversial striker. This season he can play down the wing and in striker, so I think he'll do pretty good against Crystal Palace. Going around, maybe the centre backs, full backs for Crystal Palace aren't the best, so in that case I'm going for Werner. And for right wing we are going for Salah. Salah against Norwich, supposedly it would be an easy game. He has a pretty hard player against him in Janolis. He is a pretty good fullback, pretty good young fullback, but I think Salah can beat him pretty easily and would play pretty good even against the defense of Norwich in the center. I'm not saying fullbacks, because Norwich has really good fullbacks, but in center backs not the best. So I think if Salah will cut in and skip some center backs, he would have a really good game. So yeah guys, that's it for today's video. I hope that you will like and subscribe, and if you want to watch another video so you won't miss any game week predictions of mine for the whole season, just put the notification bell so you won't miss a video if you like to. So yeah, I wish that you like my content guys, and that's all I got to say for today. So yeah, love you guys, see you in the next video. See you guys.